Sergeant told you you had to fire your musket. You'd have to take that, you'd have to rip it off with your teeth, open this can, you have to sprinkle powder in here. So you pack it all nice and tight. So we give the command, make ready. You go like this and you cock the musket, say present. It wasn't aim, it was present. And you say fire. Bang! Present. Fire!
Lead was a very common metal that was able to be obtained both in the country as well as imported. Time job, and at night somebody would have to, they'd sit around the fire and they would, make their bullets and get ready for the next day. So this would be a routine assignment for them at night.
Well, also remember that 6 men to a tent. They'd be issued a tent, a small, in the very beginning, a small cauldron for 6 men. And they would carry everything from point to point to point. Now you say 6 men in one of those. Well, they'd never all be in there at the same time because they would have work parties, watches, whatever, so they'd always be revolving in and out. See the back that's belled out?
I can see that, yes, it's wider back there.
Yeah, that's where they put the gear.
You two, hope you have a safe trip back.
We'll there.
And the way it would work is when they wanted to play it, they would pull these leathers down to tighten the drum. And when they were done with it, they would untension it by moving these up. And it would go like this.
It does a fine job of baking pies and anything else.
Definitely. So there's no fire underneath it, it's just on top.
Well, what you do is we preheat the kettle right in the fire.
Would be something that we would make in New England.
Okay.
But it's the best part of these encampments is the
The
pie.
whole thing, the pots could be made individually, but if you bought the whole thing, you bought a lock, stock, and barrel. Lock, stock, and barrel. The advantage of a smoothbore musket was you could load and fire very quickly. They had rifles. In fact, there were some rifle troops that would really be used as sharpshooters. It would take 4 times as long to load a rifle, which is not what the officers wanted on the battlefield. It was throw as much lead at the enemy as quickly as you could, because the barrels would be spiraled on a rifle to get that projectile to spin. So you'd have to keep ramming, worming that ball down to the breech. So everything had to be packed in tight against the breech, the bottom of the barrel.
I use a furrow to cut it down into basic shape.
Yes, it also has a tactical comma.
Then my hatchet. And I'll start getting this down further with a draw knife. And I will get a little bit, once I get a little bit further down, I'll start doing some finer cutting with a spoke shave. This is the draw knife. This is a shaving horse.
We need a special sewing needle, I guess, for this.
That's a blueberry pie, and this is an apple pie. We're going to be cooking bubble and squeak for our lunch, which is cabbage, onions, potatoes, and bacon. They would have used salt pork, but we cheat and use bacon. And that bubble and squeak is an authentic dish. They would have made that. And it's quick. So, I mean, just when you do just a day, you have to kind of do something quick. We're at the Colonial Minutemen. The longest we've ever done anything is when we went up to Fort Lewisburg in Nova Scotia. and we were there for a week. And that was really the longest time and we camped. Not everybody. Not everybody did, but the majority of us camped.